You have a Maple Systems HMI and you have a RFID reader, and you need to securely identify users without relying on shared passwords. In this video, I will show you how to configure an RFID reader with a Maple Systems HMI using EBPro. We will configure the built-in RFID reader plugin, enable a smart card login, build the HMI project, register RFID cards to users, and then test the complete system. Hi, my name is Kyle, and welcome to another Maple Systems video training series. To follow along with this tutorial, you will need a Maple Systems HMI, and for this example, we'll be using a CMT 3072 XH2 V2. You will also need a supported USB RFID reader. Finally, you will need EBPro, which is the programming software used to configure the HMI. First, let's take a look at how everything connects together. During configuration, the PC and the HMI connect to the same Ethernet network through a standard network switch. In this example, the PC and the HMI are on the same subnet. So for this example, that is 255. The PC can download projects directly to the HMI over Ethernet. Initially, connect the RFID reader directly to the PC using a USB cable. EBPro scans the reader and stores its hardware information inside the HMI project. During this step, the HMI does not communicate directly with the RFID reader. After the configuration is complete, disconnect the RFID reader from the PC. Then connect the RFID reader directly to the HMI using a USB. At runtime, the HMI communicates directly with the RFID reader and receives scanned card information without requiring the PC. The PC is only needed whenever you want to modify or download the HMI project, and I will demonstrate this a little later on. All right, now we're going to configure the RFID reader card in our EBPro project. So I have a sample project already created here, and I'll show you how to start a new project. You just go to File, New, and for this example, we're going to be using the CMT 3072 XH2 V2. That'd be right here, and then click OK, and it starts a new project. So I'm going to open up that project I already created. And now I'm going to configure the RFID readers. So go to Home, System Parameters, then Security, click Plugin. And when you first open up this window, you'll need to check off Enable. You won't see any of these features here, so check off Enable and then check off Enable Auto Login. And then control address is going to be PLW0. We'll start at 0 for this example. And so if you're not familiar with PLW registers, they are internal HMI memory words that retain their value after the power is removed. They are commonly used for like security, recipes, log information. And to see what this is used for, you can click Usage. You can see that there are commands here for PLW0, and then PLW1 is the result, PLW2 is status, and PLW3 is your error. Once you check out your usage here, click OK, and then you'll click Scan Reader. And then it'll prompt you to insert the USB cable from the RFID reader, which is right here. You plug this part right here into your PC. So I'm going to do that right now. And as you can see right here, it has recognized the device. You have a green check mark that says it's found. Then you just click Save. And then you can click OK. And now that device is now configured with your HMI. All right, now that you have configured the RFID reader, you can now build your HMI project. And I already have it built here. I'll just show you what I have on the screen. So you have your current active user, which is an ASCII object. And you have your function key login, and then you have your set word, which is a logout. And your RFID reader command, which uses a numeric object, which is that PLW0 for your commands. And then over here on the right are your RFID available commands, which are tied to PLW0 as well, which is 1 through 6. All the commands here, and these are combo buttons. Then you have your status and errors. So you have your result numeric object, then you have your error and your status. So first, I'll start at the top with the current active user, the ASCII object. To add an ASCII object, you go to Object, then choose ASCII. The way you configure this is go down to Data Format and Encoding. It must be UTF-8. String termination is ignore null character. Your read address is going to be a local address. Your local word you're going to be using here is LW10754, so 8 words, and that's your current username. So you add that from your system registers. And then I click OK, and it adds that ASCII here. Then you have your login button, which is a function key, and you'll just choose window number 70, which is log in and log out. And then you have your log out, which is actually going to be a UAC command right here. And you'll check off write after button is released, and the set style is going to be write constant value, and you'll put 3 here. And that'll log out the user. Then you have your RFID reader command, which is a numeric object. And I will point out that a function key, if you want to add a function key, that's right here. And then a set word is right here. Then you have your numeric object, which to add a numeric object, that's right here. And click the properties, allow input, and your read-write address is going to be PLW0. Let's go over to our combo buttons. Now to add a combo button, you can see that right here. Let's click the first one for logging in. You need to add an action group. So if I double click this, this is going to be a down action. So style is going to write constant value of 1. We want that to be the login by RFID, so that's going to be command 1, and then the right address is PLW0, of course. And we're going to go down the line here. So for add RFID ID card by username, that's going to be a value of 2. So in your action group, you would do set value to 2, write constant value, set value to 2, and then right address is PLW0. And of course, the next one's going to be 3, 4, 5, and 6. Status and errors, you're going to have 3 numeric displays. Again, you add that from right here. And we'll go to result, which we talked about earlier, is going to be PLW1. So you assign that to read address PLW1. And then error will be PLW3. And then status will be PLW2. All right, before we download the project to the HMI, I want to show you some settings in the system parameters. Go to security. And you notice here are 2 usernames. So we're going to use these when we register a RFID card. So you have engineer and you have maintenance, and the password for engineer is 1234, and then maintenance is going to be ABCD. You'll just need to know these passwords when registering an RFID card. That is it here for your HMI project. Now we can download this project to the HMI. Now let's download this project to the HMI. So go to project, download, and it's going to compile the project. And you want to find the IP address of the HMI. And if you're downloading for the first time, you can check off runtime, then hit download. It's going to run through the process, download CXOB, and it says finish, and you now have downloaded the project to the HMI. Okay, now that you've downloaded the project to the HMI, we're going to now take a look at a live simulation. So over on the right side is the actual HMI project using WebViewer. And in the top left corner is a camera feed of the RFID reader, which is plugged into the HMI now via USB right here. And you can see that the red LED light is on the RFID reader, so it's ready to be scanned. So we want to log in as one of the users. The first one we're going to log in as, so click login. It's going to be the engineer. Password for engineer is 1234. Hit enter, then log in. It says succeeds. You can exit out. You can see the current active user is the engineer. So you know that that is correct. And then we're now going to add an RFID card by user index. So click this, and you're going to place the card on the device. So here is going to be the card we're going to be using for the engineer. I'm going to scan it. And it says card is ready. Your card can be used for login. So that's the engineer card. And click confirm. And we're going to log out. So we're logged out of the engineer user. Now we're going to log in as the maintenance worker. So maintenance. and that password is ABCD. Hit enter, log in, succeeds. You can see that the current active user is maintenance, and go to add RFID card by user index. Now we're going to scan another card for the maintenance worker. And it says the card is ready. Your card can be used for login. Click confirm and then log out. And the last thing to test here is when you use the actual RFID card and you scan it on the RFID scanner, it'll log in that user now. So we're going to take the engineer card and we're going to scan it. And it says current active user is engineer. So you know that it worked correctly. Put that aside. And then we'll log out of the engineer and we'll scan the maintenance worker card. And it says current active user is maintenance. All right, you are now ready to connect an RFID reader to your Maple Systems HMI. Using EBPro's built-in smart card features, you can quickly configure RFID authentication without requiring additional software or complicated programming. After registering each RFID badge to a user account, operators can securely log in with a simple card scan while the HMI automatically applies to the appropriate security level. For detailed step-by-step instructions, be sure to check out the complete integration article on the Maple Systems website. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the Maple Systems YouTube channel for more training content. Thank you for watching and have a great day.